Hey, what is happening, my fellow Zillow surfers? In today's video, we are looking at a one-of-a-kind property in Seattle, Washington. This one is located at 1705 Perkins Lane, Seattle, Washington, 98199. And you might be wondering the same thing as me. Why is this property only $174,000? It sits on a quarter-acre lot. It's on the water. It's a unique treehouse. Why is this property so cheap in a city like Seattle that is notoriously expensive? I try not to look too much into these properties before we make the videos because I like to be able to kind of discover the property with you. But I did see a couple comments about this property on the internet, and people talk about how this area is known for mudslides. This home is unpermitted, so you may or may not even be able to technically live here. It doesn't appear it has a bathroom, and it doesn't appear it has running water. So this would truly be either like a weekend camping type property, or it would be kind of like a off-grid property. I'm not sure how somebody could live here full time, but nonetheless, it is a pretty cool property, and maybe it could be a weekend retreat. Let's talk a little bit about the city of Seattle while you guys look at some of these photos. Seattle is a major coastal metropolis of about 760,000 residents. Situated between Puget Sound and Lake Washington, initially settled in the 1850s and later rebuilt after the Great Fire of 1889, it evolved into a thriving hub for shipping, timber, and aviation. Today, Seattle's economy is anchored by tech giants like Amazon, Microsoft, and Boeing, alongside strong sectors in healthcare, biotech, and innovative startups. The city is celebrated for its lush greenery, its coffee culture, iconic skyline dominated by the Space Needle, and a dynamic arts and food scene. And a couple interesting things about Seattle. Seattle is home to the Space Needle, a 1960s sci-fi icon built for the 1962 World's Fair. The 605-foot Space Needle was sketched on a cocktail napkin and engineered to withstand 200-mile-an-hour winds and 9.1 magnitude earthquakes with Teflon-coated bearings for stability. Recent renovations also added a rotating glass floor and a glass-enclosed observation deck. Let's talk a little bit more about this property. So again, this one's $174,000. What's unique about it? It's waterfront. Discover a rare gem in Seattle's Magnolia. The stunning 11,000 square foot waterfront property features a custom-built treehouse by renowned Treehouse Master Pete Nelson. Don't miss this unique opportunity. You notice they don't say anything about running water, bathroom, is this truly habitable? But it will only cost you $1,109 a month to own. If we look at the property history, they're now asking, let's see, so if we go back to 2019, $49,000. Looks like they had some trouble selling it, dropped the price to $45,000. Dropped the price to $40,000 in March of 2020, and I think that was probably just for the land. They bought the land, built the treehouse, and now they're asking $174,995. Look at the property taxes. We don't have any property taxes. Did I lose the property? Okay. Okay, so here we got the treehouse. So I guess it was built by a renowned treehouse builder, so I would assume that this thing's pretty stable. The guy did a pretty good job of building it. But I did see some people commenting that this area was known for landslides and that this place is unpermitted. So whether or not you get any trouble from the government living here, who knows? It's unclear how you actually get to the property. It doesn't mention if there's any roads running into the property. Maybe we'll try to look at a map. We got trees running right through the property, which is cool, but also kind of limits your deck space. Would be a cool place to enjoy a meal, an evening cocktail, have your morning coffee. So we got a little sitting room here, kind of tiny, but cool. You know, and Seattle's got a pretty temperate climate. You could make use of the outdoor space throughout most of the year. Looks like we have a staircase going up to what looks to be another kind of lofted area with seating, not really a true kitchen, but a kitchenette. Okay, so we don't have a bathroom with running water. Looks like you're either pooping through a hole in the floor, or this is like a composting toilet. Very tight bathroom area. I don't know if this has running water or if this is just hooked up to like 5-gallon buckets of water. Looks like we got kind of a neat bedroom, small, but a cool bedroom with kind of a neat ceiling. Gorgeous views, a lot of natural light. Looks like you access the house through the top of the home And, you know, you can see if this area got a big rain, you could see how this path could easily just be kind of completely washed out. Let's see if we can look at maybe, let's see, street view. I'm guessing it's maybe down this hill here. It's kind of hard to see from the street view. Let's see if we can look at a satellite view. Okay. So the home is right off of this main road. Doesn't look like it has a driveway or anything. And I'm guessing, yeah, it's kind of hard to... It doesn't really look like you have a driveway or any parking. So I'm not sure if you just pull up on this grass patch here or exactly how that works out. Let's see. Can we see the lot lines? Okay, it doesn't really show lot lines. Looks like there's other properties here, so theoretically, somebody could buy a spot between you and the water, and you wouldn't necessarily have access to the water. It's a unique property. I imagine the price is so low for a reason. This may or may not be habitable. You may or may not have indoor plumbing and running water, and you may get washed out by a mudslide. But if you got some money to throw around and you're just looking for kind of a weekend camping retreat, this looks like it could be a cool property. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Again, this one's $174,000 on 0.25 acres located at 1705 Perkins Lane in Seattle, Washington.